1 stars are the best when they're not. I'm like, I know that. You don't got to remind me. I know that. But I'm like, I was thinking to myself, I'm like, people really think that? They really think 1 star is great and 5 star is worse? Like I didn't even know people thought that way. But it was one time, Grove, when some random person on YouTube, never spoke to him, don't know who he was. He wasn't a client. He wasn't even in my space of marketing at all. Randomly came over here and wrote some negative review. And I'm like, who the hell is this guy? Like, I never worked with him. He found me on YouTube because I saw comments on my YouTube.
Yes.
And I'm like, this is the worst. And I'll never forget that feeling when I came over here and I saw my 5 out of 5 turned into like a 4.5 out of 5. I'm like, what the hell? So I looked and it was this guy talking trash. So I reached out to him and I really got aggressive. I'm like, dude, like, what are you doing? You don't even know me. Like, who the hell are you? Like, why are you writing all this crap on my page? And so what I did is I went to his page and I did the same thing.
Yeah.
I did the same thing. I found his business page. I went to go give him the nastiest review, and none of it was true because we don't even know each other.
Yes.
But I knew that if I did that, he would reach back out and make me delete it. Okay, then go delete yours because you don't even know me, man. Like, why are you even writing this stuff?
Yes.
You know, so it's just some random person from Mexico. It was a guy from Mexico that hardly even spoke English that was just messing around. And I'll never forget that feeling when my 5 turned into 4.5. I'm like, holy shit, this is the worst feeling because now my reputation is on the line. Right? I'm building a brand. I'm building a personal brand. And that's why, man, that's one reason why I haven't rolled out this all in a course and sold it to you and expect you to get through it. Cause I know you're probably not going to get through it all, or you probably will, but most don't. And again, I don't want that type of, I don't want that, man. So if someone's going to take my knowledge, I'd rather coach them through it and take our time and hold their hand. You know what I mean? And so again, that's either on the Facebook ad side, or now you are literally the first one that reached out and said, David, teach me what the hell you do to build your business. That's different. Like, you know, and that's
what I was just, I can show you just my Facebook business page that I'm using, and I used to ask the sellers for testimonials, video testimonials. I don't know. Nice. I haven't asked the people. I haven't done that. I thought I did it with about maybe 3 or 4 people, and I never asked that. You know, I never did that again. Never asked them. And that most people, as you know, are very illiterate with computers. Illiterate. You know, ask them for a review. I guess if your videos, you know, for every 1,000 views or 5,000 views, you maybe get one person who write a comment. Even if you ask for a comment, the same with the reviews. I'm asking in my, you know, please write tell all your friends, share the videos, like, subscribe, the whole thing. People just don't do it because I thought, you know, you must have
there's a strategy to it. There's a strategy to it. And then that's what I'm going to teach you. Like, there's a strategy to it, whether it's a written review, which is what I recommend, a written review on your Facebook page for sure. You can even do a written review on Google if that's your thing. But me, it's Facebook because this is where all my clients are at on Facebook. But when it comes to a video, that's even easier because all it comes down to are a handful of questions that you would ask that person.
Yes.
They don't even know they're giving you a testimony. I can easily right now, Grove, you and I are on right now. I can strategically start asking a few questions and then turn that clip into the testimony and then get your permission at the same time, right? I'm not going to do it without you knowing.
Yes.
I'll let you know what the hell's going on, but I'm going to strategically ask you a few questions. You're going to answer them, be fired up, and boom, there goes my testimony. So there's a strategy, which is what I spent $5,000. That was one, lesson we learned on how to get the best testimonies. And it's that way. It's by asking a few questions and just simply casually talking like you and I are doing right now.
Yes.
But if you said, hey, David, yeah, when you have a minute, can you record me a video? Like, no one's going to do that. Like, who has no one's, you're right. Like that's what you're experiencing. You're just expecting somebody to go and do it for you.
What I've done in the past
is I went
to to the seller on the basically on the day of the handing over the keys. Ask the person, just say them beforehand. Would you please give me a video review? Just say in your own words how did you feel about the what you service that you got here, and let them tell something in their own words. That's just what I did, and I made it 1 or 2 boosted paid ads on for that. But yeah, I haven't sent that testimonial. I think you call it like a testimonial. So I haven't sent it really to anybody, but maybe I should. But if you can, if you go on, just type on the facebook.com/groveprop, GROVEPROP. That's my Facebook business. I'll show you what
Grove
GROVE GROVE, and then Papa Romeo October Papa Romeo October Papa Romeo. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, perfect.
That's me.
Okay, so is this your your business page? Okay, perfect.
That's my business page.
Perfect. So then over here, yeah. So okay, so you took the reviews off, right? As far as the settings.
Yeah, I think in the setting, yeah. I'm not sure what I did, but I made the I didn't put it on the front page. I had the videos because I would like to be known as the video guy, the guy that makes the videos. Okay, it's interesting to see with the related pages there. So because I don't see them, so I know that Africa Game Farm Estates. That's one of my closest competitors. But this is the kind of videos that I make, and I was just in the process of making a paid ad. Another thing that I have is, of all this videos is, hopefully we can, you can teach me that during the course, is how to find. I've got my niche that I'm currently in, but how do I find the, when you're Facebook, you have to search the interests, say business owner, agriculture, that kind of stuff. And I just wondered, how do you exactly find, how does one exactly find the correct group to go into? I don't know. How do you find, because I'm looking, for example, camping, fishing, 4x4s, hunting, trophy hunting. That's a kind of, those are the kind of people, and supper-related categories. And I'm looking for
you're choosing that as the interest?
For the interest and suggestions.
What you want to do, the best way of targeting is when you think of that interest, when you think of that topic, think of who are the biggest brands in that space. So for example, if you think this, or if you say that this is your biggest competitor, that's who you target. You target everyone who follows them.
Okay.
So when you think of let's say camping out here, there's a big camping brand, and it's or business. There's a big, I think it's called Campland, and it's like a huge store where they sell fishing supplies, everything, right? I think it's called, actually, it's gonna bug me.
We've got something similar. It's like a warehouse.
It's a huge warehouse.
It's a huge warehouse.
What's it called? My son is in the background. He said Fisher Price. Fisher Price is a freaking toy manufacturing company. Fisher Price is toys, dude. But there's a Fisher. My boy's in the background. No, it's but anyways, you know what I'm talking about. So my point is that you target them. So you target the person or the brand that's the biggest in that space. So for example, when it comes to online marketing, if I was marketing a course, right? If I was marketing a Facebook ad course, for example, who are the marketers out there, and who do they follow? These marketers, just like us, they follow probably Gary Vee.
Yes.
Okay, so let me target Gary Vee. These guys that are like us, they probably follow and look up to maybe Ty Lopez. Okay, so let me type in Ty Lopez. That's the targeting.
You know what I just
So
say? My colleague, basically my partner. He saw an ad for a social media guy. The guy that I went to for the first coach, basically.
mhm.
But I don't know why. My friend's name my colleague's name is Niku. Niku gets targeted. The ads for all this sort of things. He is on his Facebook, but it's not on mine. So I just wonder how. I mean, I've also. How is it that that he sees it and I don't? Because we're equal partners.
This is all stuff that I'm going to be coaching you on and teaching you. But the reason why is because he's engaging, whether you know it or not, whether you think it or not. He has to be engaging. So, for example, when he sees the ad, he probably clicks on it. He
Yes.
probably goes to the web page and maybe scrolls down. So he is in a different bucket. He's in a different category than you. You guys both have the same interest, but he's clicking on other shit, which
Yes.
puts him in a custom audience for that marketer.
And
So
what
now
I've
that marketer is running ads to only people who watched 45 seconds of that video. That's your friend. The marketer is only running ads to people who have clicked on the page. That's your friend.
yes, it's
Grove hasn't clicked. Grove didn't watch the full video, right? That's why.
but now it says I watch those kind of videos on YouTube, but not on Facebook. So
Yep, but not on Facebook. Exactly.
that's probably why I'm not. There's no connection. There's no
Yeah.
this,
You would see a retargeting video on YouTube, if anything, but yeah, not on Facebook because you're not watching it on Facebook.
and it's also I don't. Things that are my interest, I don't go and watch videos on YouTube, on Facebook for. But
Yep.
it's you know this. It's not what I like; it's what everybody else likes. So
Yes. 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 See, and
that's
as I scroll through, and now look, hyper fast training. Here's a sponsored ad. This video is 3 minutes and 38 seconds. So your friend is going to sit here and watch 25 seconds. Grove kept scrolling through. Your friend is going to see that next ad. Grove isn't.
yes, and I understand that even Facebook measures this how long you watch the scrolling and all
Yeah.
those they take
Yeah.
all that.
That's all custom audiences. That's all stuff that I'm going to coach you on and teach you. Like it's simple stuff, man. Like once you really understand it, and that's why the call that I was on earlier, that's why I couldn't let you into the Zoom room because I was already on a call. But I was explaining to her how simple this stuff is and how I don't want monthly clients anymore because she's a real estate agent. And I'm like, Nicole, the reason why I don't want you to hire me monthly to do all this stuff for you, because this stuff is actually easy. Like pay me one time. Let me go out there and teach you everything so you have this knowledge.
Yes.
Because it's really just a few buttons that you need to know, and you could do all this stuff yourself. Because it.
Excuse me. No, I was
you're fine.
earlier connected to you because I thought that you may have different Zoom accounts. So I thought I'm just gonna connect to your name, and when at 6:07 at your time, at our appointment time, you're just gonna accept my call. So I wasn't even here. I was around here. So yeah, but yeah, that's it.
Yes. See, Grove, what you're gonna get out of me is you're gonna get my exact model and what I do every day, all day to actually make an income for my family. That's my business, my daytime business, how I build my agency, how I get real estate agents and I get them on Facebook advertising. That's one thing you're gonna be getting out of me. The other thing you're gonna be getting out of me is actually how to run these ads. Actually how to run these Facebook ads.
Yes.
So for the amount that you invested, I don't know who's gonna hold your hand on any of that stuff, man. No one is actually.
No, I
Well,
think
I do know.
I
It's no one.
feel. You know what? I feel more convinced. When I see a person, I feel more, I would have just liked to see you on your face. I want to see you wave your arms, and
Yeah.
I feel more comfortable about speaking to a real person, and not just a
Yes. Yes.
photo. And I think I would like to go ahead. I feel more, because I do need, you get to say you want can spend a lot. You just get accelerated learning when you have somebody else who teaches you, who
It's
holds your
different,
hand.
man. And that's why, like, when because you're getting marketing messages on Facebook, you're being marketed to, you're on YouTube learning this stuff just like I am, right? That's what high ticket is all about. So nowadays, anybody that gives you their time at all, normally it's in a group coaching. It's not even one-on-one, but
Yes.
if it is one-on-one, that's what we call today in the marketing world high ticket sales. So these guys, these Ty Lopez's, these different gurus like that, they're charging the Russell Brunsons. They're charging anywhere from 25,000 to 100,000 for this type of one-on-one.
Yes.
It's like crazy. It's like, who the hell even has that right now? A lot of people do, actually. A lot of people invest, and that's why these guys make what they make, because people actually even see the value of investing 25 grand just to get someone's time. You know what I mean? So
You know
I'm
what's
excited for you, man.
Yeah, and you know what? This is. I thought it's a digital business is something where you basically sell your knowledge to somebody else. You don't have to. You don't need stock. You don't need.
Right?
You don't need employees. There's no contracts with anybody.
Right? Yes,
It's
man. Digital.
dis-
Digital. That's
digital,
why, yeah.
and you're giving people something, my that they everybody needs it. It's just a matter of I don't know what the word is, convincing, of showing people value, them that they need it. They don't know
Yeah,
they need
yeah.
it. But they need it. It's
Yeah, yeah.
I'm I,
It,
I'm
it-
sure you go ahead.
no, no, go ahead. I know what you're saying.
It's just like what is that just now? Like the Salesforce, what's it? A CRM, a customer relations.
CRM.
So sort of. I had I've had a few of them that I just dip my finger in, and I thought,
Mm-hmm.
what is the Zoho? I think Zoho is one. I'm not sure if you've ever heard of Zoho CRM,
No.
but it's makes websites. It's appointment management, and I
Okay.
thought that is something there. It is every business needs a CRM, but they don't know they do, and it's a matter of showing people what they
Mm-hmm.
needed.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yes.
I think the same with the Facebook marketing. Many people, if I'm using an example, is I went to a dentist once, and I watched one of these sales and marketing, the sales and influence videos, and I asked her, but I've seen that you shouldn't give people too much information at once, because they can't process. It's
Yes.
overwhelming to
Mm-hmm.
them. It
Mm-hmm.
seems
Mm-hmm.
you have to give them, have to like feed them over a couple of weeks, months, sort of thing. Basically, like, that's how I got to you. It's through your videos. You basically feed, you feed. But I asked her, one of the things is, asked her what is the kind of procedure that she does on patients that is the most profitable, but it's not a lot of effort. Does she have a product like that? I mean, let's call it it's a product. Yes, she does. Okay, she's let's say, for example, it's 5,000 rand. Let's make it $5,000. It's $5,000 for this procedure. What difference would it make in your life if you can do just one of those per week? Would it make a difference in your life? Yes, it would. Okay, now
Right.
why wouldn't
Right.
you? Why wouldn't you want
Yeah.
to sign up for advertising? No, she doesn't know about it. She's not sure, and So, yeah, the long and the short of the story is and that's hopefully what we is to get paying customers, is to get somebody, because what I've seen is with all these social media marketing and all that, everybody teaches you how to run ads, but I don't see there's not an there's from what maybe I haven't searched enough is to get an actual client, to get to get in, to
Yes.
get somebody in front of you, to sit to show them the value, and that's, I'm sure that's, maybe you hear that with a lot of people is how to get a paying client, how to get a person to say, okay,
Mm-hmm.
how do we go from here? That's
Yes. That's exactly what I do every day, Grove. Like, I just want you to understand that I don't spend time on my calls getting clients like you. You're not even in my target. Like, because my whole day is spent getting real estate agents, and that's my whole agency,
yes,
right? So all these calls that you see me on YouTube, 99.9% it's a real estate agent. So if you go to my YouTube playlist, strategy calls, 99.9% of every single YouTube video under my playlist of strategy calls is me on a call with a real estate agent.
I saw that,
Very
and with
few are people like
solar.
you. Not even with solar. I don't have any calls like that with solar. They're all real estate agents, and it's either a call that I'm training them Facebook ads on, or it's a call of me recording my actual presentation when I'm on a call with them, and I just recorded it and I just made it a YouTube video. No editing, just put it up on YouTube in the playlist strategy calls. My point is that that's my day-to-day business. Like, that's my income.
Yes,
So guys like you that just come randomly and say, "Hey David, I'd like you to teach me this." Very few do what you do. Very few. And I don't even care, because that's not my model. My model is not to even teach what I'm doing.
yes,
Like, again, I told you a million times already, I could easily package it and put it in a course. I could
yes.
easily do that. Everybody wants to learn how to make money. I could easily do that. But it's just not my model. I spend all my day in the trenches on calls with these clients, getting paying clients on that side, on the agency side. You're paying me this. That's not even my agency side. That's not even my model. But I'm flattered, and that's why I'm like, dang, he wants to know what I know. I'd love to teach him.
I
I'd
you
love to
know I
teach him.
I I wish, I've got a friend of mine. His name, my friend's name is Casper. We meet almost every day. He's
Mm-hmm.
probably the only person I know that is like, I could say he's a sponge. He wants to just learn new things, and he's not afraid. Always
Mm-hmm.
learned quite a, yeah. I just there's quite a few. There's not a lot of people like that around. Um,
Yeah, bro. That's why I don't have all the time in the world. I don't have all the energy. That's why I don't really do this part. But I'll do it for you. Like, I'll do it for just the one that says, "David, teach me what you know," because we have a lot to learn. And that's why I don't it's just me. So I don't have a whole
yeah,
team and
I thought,
operation. I couldn't take on 10 of you if I wanted.
it's just a, as you know, it's there's a lot to learn, and to try to learn it all by yourself is
It,
if I
yes,
was
man.
20 years old or 18 and I started when I was 18,
Right?
then maybe
Right?
you could learn it. I mean, if I look, I personally, I'm very interested. I like games and PC gaming, and I love to, you wouldn't say from somebody who's out in the bush and that, but I quite, I'd love to be like doing games programming and virtual reality. I've got a VR headset there behind me. I'd
Oh
love to
man, my
learn
son
that.
would love you.
um, and I just ordered it from Amazon in the US. So it takes about 2 weeks to arrive here. But anyway, I just like
Wow.
to. But if I was 20 years old, I could have done that. But it's as you know, it's just I've said to my mom, she's 83. Said, the person who's 12 today and the person who's 195 today all have there's equality in access. Everybody has access to the same amount of information simultaneously. And if you're 10 and if you're 95, it doesn't matter. It's just a matter of, do you want to, is there any interest in learning or using that information? Yeah. But I would like to.
We're just in a.
Yeah, so I'd like to go, but I also, in the sense, I'd just like to know, to have, if you went on my Facebook page, because I've seen you've done that with other people, just go back, then you can see Grove Prop, yes. You can see what I've made you can see what I've done in the past. It'll just give you, I put videos next to the home on the top left, then you can see what I've done in the past. It will just, obviously, I'd like to do this for other people. And another thing is what I wanted to say. When I went to this Facebook to Go social media agency, I had to sign a non-competitive agreement that I wouldn't go and start a business on my own, and directly compete with them. And I thought that's absolutely bonkers. You see, that's on the top. That's one of the testimonials I did there on the top, and you can see the kind of amount of views. This is all organic. If you scroll a bit, so the videos where I just have my face on, they do quite well. This one did extremely well. This one I was just on the back of the vehicle, just talking about. And I've always got a microphone.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing work, Grove. That's amazing work. What kind of camera? What kind of camera is that?
Just a iPhone.
No way. That's your iPhone?
Yes, just with my iPhone. Just my.
And no other mic. Or you do have a mic. I know you. No, you don't have a mic. Is that just the iPhone mic?
No, I've got a lapel mic, that small mic. If you see
Yeah, I see it there.
So I use that.
The quality just looks amazing. What iPhone? I just got a new iPhone just a few days ago. That's why the AT&T guy also came. But I haven't even really used it much. But I just know the camera is amazing.
I've got
right there.
I've got an iPhone XR. Now, what I do with the videos is I sharpen the image a bit, and I do the color saturation. What you see there is, I don't know, 376. That's about 900 acres. I don't even know. It's 376 acres. It's in dollars. It's about $200,000, and you get it with a house and all the wild animals on there. Yeah. No, basically it's so it's all the wild antelope and everything, and you can basically do, if you want to go and chop down all the trees, you can do that. If you want to go and burn it all down, you can do it. But yeah, people are very conservation. The owners of the landowners are very particular about caring for their wild animals.
What animals are all in there right now? What do you see?
There's different. I will name it to you, but it's not. It's a kudu. There's a water buck. There's a impala. That's all sorts of different antelope. There's a blue wild beast, blue wildebeest. It's just, and it's they said that the people, the owner lives there on the, they live there, the house there in the bush, and they, I don't know, always know what people do there. How do they? But he's got most people that own these properties, they've got businesses. They've got their own businesses, and then they live there, and they've, basically he's got this particular guy. He's got a transport business with huge trucks. Yeah.
Wow, man, that is amazing. That's amazing. So we have to really narrow it down, like Grove. Like, what should we focus on first? Should we focus on learning some Facebook advertising, or should we focus on how I get clients on my agency side?
I think the first
Let's
time is let's focus on let me get um, clients for this for my own for can we do one
mm-hmm.
for this? Um, you must tell me if that's how is it? What do you think about it? Is it part of what I paid for? Because I would.
It
Uh,
yes, all yes. It's because at the end of the day, it's either going to be Facebook ads that we need to know or how to get clients. And
Yeah,
so
I'd like to have both. I'd like to
yeah, we're gonna yeah.
because for this kind of ads, I think um, I make one. I run. It's basically always the same kind of people that will look at this kind of. So what I think, what my idea is, the audience for what I have an offer is the same. If doesn't matter, if even if they live there in San Diego where you live, or they
Mm-hmm.
live in around where I live, those people they have the same interest. So you make one.
Yes.
Basically, I think you run an ad campaign. Then there's a kind of people that would respond to those ad or watch the ad, and then you make a audience from
Mm-hmm.
those people, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if there's going to be. I've heard about A/B testing. If that's going to be in part of the plan
Oh
as well.
yeah. Oh yeah.
But
We're gonna learn all that.
that is my idea. So that's probably going to take about a week or so, maybe 2 weeks to narrow down.
So did you set up custom audiences for any of these videos?
I've done once tried custom audiences. I haven't because I don't really know what I'm doing. That is a problem, right?
Okay. That's the game changer, Grove. That's the game changer. And that goes back to you and your partner. Why does he see ads and I don't?
Yes,
Right? These 5,000 people, they all need to be in an audience so we can show them another ad,
yes,
right? So that's the most important when it comes to Facebook advertising is your custom audiences. It's either around videos or it's around those who actually click. If you're sending them to a web page, for example, or landing page, sales funnel, whatever, when they click and they go to that web page, that's a custom audience. So that is what we need to set up. That's a big part of all of the success with Facebook ads. Those who have success are simply retargeting people who have watched other videos.
I think
That's all it is.
what I think is we've got our um, it's basically me and we're an independent agency, just basically me
Mm-hmm.
and his uh, a mom and pop shop. I understand you call it there in the US. We're a
Mm-hmm.
mom and pop
Mm-hmm.
shop.
Yeah.
We've got a website, but it's outdated. It's like so far behind. And my colleague, he doesn't have he's not much interested in modernizing. If you just go,
Yeah.
because I think a website is a very important step in the process, because from the other pages from your previous videos, I saw that there's a looks when you were in Kartra, you explained, you
Mm-hmm.
showed to one of the people there, one of the videos I watched, there's like landing pages, and you have to go from a landing page to there's a certain amount of steps and processes that one has
Yes.
to follow.
But what's so important on the marketing side is simply setting it all up through your ads manager, meaning tracking. So if I have a web page and there's 4 pages, the pixel needs to be on every page, but each individual page needs to be set up as a custom audience.
Yes, you
So
know
if,
what?
if Grove goes to a website and you click on contact info, or you go to a website and you click on directions to the office, whatever you're clicking on that website takes you to a different page inside of the website. So your website, if you have 3 pages, 2 pages, 5 pages, whatever, each individual page is its own individual page. So each individual page needs to be set up as a custom audience.
You see, our
Each
website
individual page.
is like it's from the Stone Age, really.
What is it? Give me your
It's
website. What?
proprite, like behind my name, PROP, uh, www.proprite.co.za.
Like that?
So without the R.
Without the R.
Yes,
Okay.
that's it. You know, it's horrible. It's a horrible page. It's
Yeah,
not.
even no, actually, to tell you the truth, it's not, like, in my opinion. Like, you may think it is, but it's really not. It is what it is. It doesn't have to be crazy fancy. This is a nice image. Like, it's actually a decent looking page, to tell you the truth. So the aesthetics and the way it looks, that's besides the point. That's not even important. What's important is the fact that if I saw this video and it was leading me to the page. So it was an ad, it says learn more, I click on it, I come here. Automatically, you need to be able to track that visit through
Yes.
Facebook. And so one thing that needs to be set up is your Facebook pixel, which this is telling me there's no pixel. So that's number one. Number one, we have to put our pixel on this page so Facebook can start collecting the data.
Yes.
That way we know who lands here and who doesn't, right? And then if that person clicks on game farms and they now come to a completely different URL, this URL is also being tracked. There's a pixel would be on this page as well, but this URL would be set up as a custom audience. So now as I go run my next Facebook ad,
Yes.
I can choose to only run it to people who have clicked on game farms.
Okay.
Hey guys, this is Grove. Just wanted to do a video today. I noticed you clicked on game farms a few days ago. Let me tell you a little bit more about game farms.
And what I see
That's
is
a very specific ad.
yeah, that's that would be that's going to save. I mean, that's going to save a lot of
Oh,
time. You know, also what I did is I've got because what my I think I've got a lot of properties on offer, but I can't advertise them all at the same time. So what I'm doing at the moment is I'm advertising them one after the other. You know, I've got like a take turns over the course of a week. So my idea is I'd like to get the people, they see a thing and they go to the website. I like to have like like your web page is basically your shop. It's your storefront. Come into my shop and come and have a look at what I've got here. That's
see, let me stop you right there. Let me just say something really quick. That is great. A website is great when it comes to just wanting to give information to people. But if we're running ads and we're paying for people to click, we're not bringing them here.
yes.
Okay? Because the only reason why we're going to, like, for example, if I go back to any ad, if I just click on any ad, maybe 1 out of 100, 1 out of 100, not even 1 out of 10, maybe 1 out of 100. If I click on it, they'll take me to a full-blown website.
Yes.
But 99% of the time, let me show you a random ad. Let me just see if I can find. Okay, STA modular. If I click on, this is an ad. If I click on learn more, let's see where they're taking me. They're taking me straight to a webinar page. They're taking me straight to one single page where all there is to click on is first name, last name, email. That is it. There's nothing else to click on. There's nothing to search. There's no other buttons to view. Nothing. That's ads. So two different pages are necessary.
And
right?
I assume, just from what I think is, this is like a lead capture. Only people that are interested in the product, that want to go ahead, they're going to complete the form.
Yes.
They're going to go past that. You're
So
going to get
we
people.
Go ahead.
There might be people that will click on but they're not going to do anything. And then they're going to stop. then they're not going
Yes.
to they're not going to complete the process of
See,
complete the lead form.
yes.
You
So
see,
so this right here, if this was the property we were going to run an ad on, that's exactly what we're running an ad on. Is this one property? But I wouldn't take them to a full-blown website where this information is at. I would take them to one single page, which would look similar to this. So for example, this is a listing or it's a property, right? And here's all the information. Everything is right here. So if I was running an ad to this specific property,
yes,
I would see the ad here, right? The ad will be in my news feed. There's the ad, there's the property. I click on learn more. I come straight to this one page. Get instant access to the price and photos of this property. And then maybe a few bullet points and look, one button. View all 17 photos now. After that person enters their name and email, send me the details. Then we set up an email that automatically goes out with all this other information. And now that we have the lead, now I can simply email them tomorrow or maybe 3 days later. Then now I can email them all the other 15 properties.
yes.
But I need to capture their information first. I cannot run an ad and send them to a full-blown website because that's going to burn money.
Okay, yeah, that's that's it. All makes sense. It's a,
Right?
what you telling here is things that I've heard about it, but once again need somebody who's done it and
Yes,
who's basically hold your hands and hold my hand or hold your hand and
Yes,
through
yes,
the whole
yes.
process.
Grove, I know we both have wives, but you're going to be holding my hand for the next couple of weeks, okay?
That's good.
So don't tell your wife, right? Don't tell your.
Yeah,
I won't
sure,
tell
sure.
my wife. But let's figure out your schedule over the next few days, and let's schedule. Why don't we plan on at least 2 hour blocks? Like let's
For,
knock out at least 2 hours.
for me,
Um,
it's as early as possible for you. So in other words, if it's if you start at 9 a.m. I prefer that time because because
Perfect. Let's do that then.
otherwise it's
Let's do
3 o'clock in the mornings here.
What time do you have now? What time is it?
It is 19:44 at the moment.
Which is what?
Quarter
That's-
to 8.
is that-
Quarter to 8 p.m. Quarter
okay,
to 8
perfect,
p.m.
perfect.
So it's
Okay, so it's a 8:15. I have
quarter
a
quarter.
quarter.
It was just quarter to 8 p.m.
Okay, okay. So then 9 a.m. my time is I think that's
That's
is
7
that
p.m.
6 p.m.
That's
7 p.m. your
7
time.
p.m. my time. Yes.
Cool. So can we do 7 to 9s? Can we do 7 to 9s
9.
over the
Yes,
next?
we can do 7
Let's
to
do
9.
7 to 9s over the next couple weeks. We don't got to do it every day. Whatever your schedule allows, but let's block 7 to 9 whether it's on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever. Like let's just, I'm on your schedule. I'm on your schedule.
Well, we can do if it's okay with you. We can do it tomorrow. We can kick off we can kick it off
Perfect.
tomorrow.
Let's-
So as this the best time is there's no better time than
I
And
have
now.
I have a 7 p.m. tomorrow, your time 7 p.m. But
or
we can
any-
definitely
Wednesday. What other time?
we could do Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We could do Wednesday, Thursday.
That sounds.
I'm
good to me.
available at that time, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Because that
rest of
time
the
in the evenings is also good for me because then I'm finished with all my
Perfect.
appointments and
Perfect,
everything.
perfect.
It suits me a lot better.
Okay.
So-
So why don't we do that? Let's do the next 3 days. Let's get a lot of, and we're going to record these videos. So don't worry about trying
Okay,
to,
thank you.
absorb everything. I'm going to record everything. You're going to have all that. And so let's plan on that. Let's do Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m.
That sounds good. You can just send me a calendar.
Yes, I will confirm it
calendar
right now.
Invitation. I'll just accept it.
Perfect. Sounds good. Sounds good, Grove. So strategically, let's focus on getting clients, but I'm going to teach you the Facebook ad side as well, and we'll be sharing your screen, so that way I can walk you through, and you're going to
Yes.
be able to save everything in the ads manager. I'm going to give you just a full-blown tutorial training on the Facebook ad manager, but from your screen.
Okay, you know
Okay.
what I wanted to say to you, mention is with regards to the Facebook marketing SMMA thing, dude,
Mm-hmm.
if I do it here locally, somebody else will think, yeah, but now I'm a threat to them. That's why the guy that Andrew Smith wanted me to sign the NDA sort of thing is because
Yeah, see, that's crazy.
yeah,
Yeah.
because now I'm doing a thing and I'm but there's so many. I thought there's just like in the US there here in the small town where I live in the there are hundreds of businesses here, hundreds.
Yes, right. That's why I don't think that way, man. Like that's why I'm willing to pour out my heart and teach you everything, because I don't believe in that. I don't believe in oh, you're my direct competitor. I don't believe in that. We're in an abundant time era. The internet, it's so abundant. It's not even funny.
Yeah,
Like you're
and
in
this
South Africa, Grove. Like I'm over here, man. Like holy shit. The fact that we can connect with people all over the world now.
correct, and there's so
There's so
many.
much out there for everyone.
And there's so many, there's so much. Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to say. There's so much out there for everyone.
Right.
It's yeah. But I guess what
So
people. Oh, go ahead.
no, people think that way. Yeah.
Yeah, no, but there's so much abundance. Is the word. If you for people to go and find it, and you enjoying
And
your
I'm going to show
coffee.
you how to do it online. So I'm going to show you how to do it online, where it's no longer about your local small town. Like we're going to find clients online. Like it's not even, there is
Also,
no competition.
what I wanted to ask you is, what I heard is, ideally, I'd like to find clients in other countries, especially in the EU or the US or so, because as I said, you know the Big Mac index.
Yes.
So
Yes.
if I don't know a Big Mac, the super size, whatever you call it, is in dollar
Mm-hmm.
terms. That's with everything there, with this huge Coke. It's about, I think it's about $2.90.
Wow.
So if
Wow.
you would compare that to the purchasing power, so that's what we would say if that's why one of the emails is right. If I have a person that pays me $500, which is probably
Mm-hmm.
cheap there,
Mm-hmm.
it's a huge amount where I am from
Mm-hmm.
where I live.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah. The conversion
the
rate is
conversion rate. I
much.
mean,
Yeah.
it's a gigantic amount of money,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
huge. But yeah, it's of course initially. I mean, I don't know what to say, but I just I'd like to get the my advertising, my my straightened out, that I can run campaigns and get because actually many times I've seen that I target sellers. But my videos, it should actually be targeted towards people that want to sell, because if you don't have stock, you can't have business,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
if and the second thing is, if a price is everything, if your price is not right, nothing's going to sell.
Mm-hmm.
So, and of course, and that's why, and third thing is, I'm speaking on my own videos because I want to make like a personal
Yes.
brand.
Yes, man. And that's why I'm so fired up and I'm so excited to help you,
I've
because you have something different than what most people have. You have the ability to put yourself on camera. You have the content. When I'm talking to people, man, they fear the camera. They don't want to do a damn video. I'm going back and forth with a real estate agent right now that wants me to teach on Facebook ads, but she's a perfectionist.
yes,
So she won't even do her first video because she needs it to be perfect, right? People lack the content.
I
So
thought
when I see something like this,
exactly.
it's like, holy shit. It's like, this is going to be easy. If he already has the content and he's already putting himself out there, all I got to do is show him what buttons to click.
I've got I've
Game
got
over.
I've got 350 videos already.
Gosh, man.
So,
Grow. We just got to get this in front of the right people, man. And it's, and your business is going to take off to a whole nother planet.
you see what I also yeah, what I've noticed, there's so many aspects. I've looked at it. I've experimented with different photos. For example, it seems that the pictures, the photos where I'm on the photo myself, they are better performing. The one day with it says 480 hectares, and I thought that looks like a very nice house, and I thought it's going to perform very well, but it didn't. And so
And that's organic. That's organic.
that's organic. And one of the other ones on the top, there's a one on the bottom. Just go if you scroll down a bit with a river, with the water. If you scroll down a bit lower or low, that one where your mouse is, that one performed quite well. And that was just, I just wondered what the hell it is. I still haven't figured out what works. That's my partner, the fat guy there.
Awesome, man.
Yeah, that video performed very, very well. It's for organically.
All we're missing is putting all of these videos in a custom audience. That's number one. And then number two, all we're missing is getting it to the right person. That's the ad, running it to a specific audience. That's number two. And then number three, having the call to action where they click and enter their name and email.
Yes.
That's what we need to. That's it. That's all you're missing. You have the content, man.
You know what? Also, it is. I've got thousands of phone numbers. People that called me. Every single person for every single ad. If a person calls me, I record their phone number, their name and the phone number, their name, surname, phone number, and the particular, because every property I've got a reference number, so I put in the reference number, and I've got those, and I thought, I wondered if is there a way to run ads on Facebook to those people, to all the people that has called me in the past, because I've got I started this process, I think, in 2012, so it's about 9 years, thousands of phone numbers.
That is a Facebook custom audience, and I'll show you how to do that in 2 minutes. That's simple. So do you have their email or just phone number?
Just their phone numbers.
Okay. So if that number matches with Facebook, then there's a connection there. And we'll know that once we upload the list. Facebook will let us know an estimated amount of actual contacts, of actual records that match Facebook's record. But that's a custom audience. That's simple, man. That's powerful. That's super, super powerful. Emails are even better, but a phone number, we can for sure upload a phone number and see if there's a match. And that's custom audiences. So that's what I would teach you. It's custom audiences around those who are watching the videos, who are watching a percentage. So if it's a 5 minute and 50, if it's a 5 minute and 50-second video, then we'd go create an audience of those who watched 45 seconds of it, or those who watched 1 minute.
But what I've noticed is on videos on YouTube, people have a much longer viewing time than on Facebook, and I guess it is because people go to YouTube to watch a video. That's why the watch time is a lot longer. People don't necessarily go to Facebook to watch videos.
That's why, like, your higher performing videos will be shorter. But then again, this right here this is long 550, 519, but it's really not. It's really not. And that's why, look, 14,000 on a 5-minute video, like, that's good. But if anything, I would keep it around there. Anywhere from 1 to 5 minutes. That should be your sweet spot.
I've experimented with like between 2.5 and 3 minutes, and then I seem to try to get it around 5 minutes or so, maybe 6 minutes, and then I've experimented with the content of the video. the duration of the clips. So I because and I also try to make the videos not look the same. There's a certain style, that I. So, for example, I used to have the video like 4-second rule, so 4 seconds per clip per shot, and then I made it. Some I made one, wop, 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 wop. Something changed it, and then 4 seconds again, because there might be people that for regularly watch my videos and then they get bored of watching because they get used to the formula. Yeah.
See, and those are things you really need to think about when you're just putting out content organically. But once you actually start running ads on this stuff, it doesn't even matter. Like, it really doesn't matter. There's no clickbait. There's no one thumbnail that's going to be better. It's an ad. So Facebook is going to make that video perform regardless, because we're paying for it.
Yeah.
But organically, yeah, we have to kind of scientifically map it out and strategically place a thumbnail. It's like all that stuff is organic.
But because
this is crazy engagement for organic.
So basically, because I already have thousands of views, I guess there's already a possibility to make a custom audience from that. And
oh yeah,
with just I see we're almost running. We're out of time for your next appointment. I just find it. I've asked once, if a video is effective, why wouldn't you want to? I've asked, why if a videos are so effective, why wouldn't you want to be on video? I've got, you mentioned the agent that that's such a perfectionist. A friend of mine, the guy there on the photo on the top with holding the girl there, he's brilliant with finance. He's got a BS in financial engineering. He knows everything about finance, about deal structuring, about how the banks screw the. And I asked him, Casper, come, let's make a video. Just, we just talk in the video, and you tell me what is the ins and outs for people to avoid, and how can they save money. No, he's just good, and they told me he's not perfect. He wants everything must be perfect. Right? He can't go on the video now because of this and that reason.
Grove, I'm telling you, man, I've spoken, and I'm not exaggerating. I am not exaggerating. This is what I do all day, is get clients. I don't coach like what I'm going to do with you. That's not what I do all day, like I told you before. I all day am speaking to small business owners who that want me to run and teach them Facebook ads. I've done that all day, every day since 2016. I've spoken to thousands of them by now.
Yes.
99% fear the camera. They have the most knowledge. They could even be the most attractive. This guy, Casper, handsome looking guy.
Yes.
Right? But it's like shit. They're afraid of the camera. There's an American. That's what it is, man. They're camera shy.
There's an American apparel like hunting, camos and stuff, and it's called Blair Roken. Maybe you know the name. And I thought I want to import that stuff, and I want to get Casper to wear it and get him on the video. Get him to wear that and try to sell it here. That's also something that I want to do. You want to just import those clothes and see does it sell here? But you need somebody who's attractive looking person to wear it.
See, and you can, and if it's not video, it could be images. When thinking of marketing like that, you can start an Instagram account around him and just take a bunch of images of him wearing the clothes. And then in the bio of your Instagram, have an affiliate link that people can click on and go purchase.
Yes.
And when they purchase, you get a commission.
Yes.
No, that'd be Instagram.
I know if I'm going to tell you something that I've done for other people, we're going to be here for another. You're going to miss another appointment. So, but I
let's catch up tomorrow. Let's do another 7 p.m., 9 p.m. tomorrow. And I'm just excited to be working with you, Grove. Okay, so thank you so much, man. Okay. Chat tomorrow.
Cheers.
Cheers,
David. Thank you very much. Good night. Bye. Dankie tog. Ek sla. Ja. vanaand? Goed, dankie met jou. Nee, wat ek was in 'n telefoongesprek die laaste uur. So ja, ons kan gou praat. Dis die buurman. Dis reg. Ja, hulle is nie, daar's 'n draad tussen en daar's geen verwante. Hulle is aparte transportakte. Maar om toegang te ry te kry tot die grond, mense ry eintlik deur daai soort van jy kan deur hierdie buurman se grond ry. Ja. Want ja, so hierdie nee, daar's kyk, daar's net een huis op hierdie grond, op hierdie terrein. Nee, dis 'n klinkersteenhuis. Dit is eintlik was blykbaar 'n skuur gewees wat omgebou is na 'n huis. Ja, dis maar hoe dit is. So ek dink die probleem met die foto's kyk, ek net op dieselfde plek kom, op dieselfde plek kom en weer dat ek net gou kyk hierso met die fotootjies. Net sien. Dus ek kyk hier na 'n foto, hier is 'n rietdak, dit is soos 'n lapa, en dan's daar nou die huis, en dan's daar 'n dubbel motor, daar's daar 'n motorhuis. Dis al wat daar is, dis enigste geboue. En daar op die ander kant is daar 'n kleiner huisie wat dis by die buurman. Dis reg, ja. Ja, kijk, as jy na die kaart gaan kyk, ek gaan nou vir jou, want ek nou nie die kaart weer in die hande kry, gaan ek vir jou wys, ek wil die kaart in die hande kry. Ek sien dat die hekte daarvoor, waar die huis is, en dan gaan jy so verby 'n muur voor aan die voorkant. Kijk, ek gaan vir jou nou op 'n wys, ek gaan nou vir jou op 'n kaart, en ek vir jou wys waar die toegangsroete is wat die buurman wat almal deur ry. Gaan ek vir jou wys. Ek gaan vir jou met pyltjies gaan ek jou wys. Net sien. Vas net so. Dis reg. Stokpoort. Dis reg. Jy gaan op die Stokpoort, alles ras, rigting Stokpoort, en dan gaan jy, dan vat jy die uitspan aansluiting. Ja, dan voortdryf, as jy reg gaan dit oor die grenspos daar Botswana toe, dan gaan dit net reg af, daar is so grondpad daar. Dit is, ja, wel, jy gaan dit is omtrent seker so 15 km voor Stokpoort grensbos, so iets. Ek gaan vir jou nou, ek is nou hier besig om vir jou, net sien, ek is gou hier, net hier 'n kaart kry. Ek gaan nou vir jou weer kaart maak, ek net vas. Stuur ek dan na jou Outlook, ag na jou telefoon toe by net gou hier, kaart. is WhatsApp. Kyk weer nie op WhatsApp. Ek het nie om na te kom nie, maar ek sal kyk en dan kom ek weer terug na jou toe. Waar woon jy? In Boksburg gaan. Okay, kom ons gaan hier so route. Jy gaan dan van Wanneer hy is van my area, ek het 16 jaar hy pad gery. Dan het ek altyd daar by wat is die plek se naam? Stokke. Ek het mos ingegaan, wat ek ry, ek is toch daai kant hier, wat ek ry, die ander kant hier. Ek het in Botswana gewerk vir afgelope 16 jaar. O ja, die Stokpoort, die ander is wat se naam? Ja. Maar jy gaan so, maar ja, ek het nou vir jou gewys, jy kan jy gaan dit nou foto's sien daarvan. Jy moet net op Google, klik net op daai links wat jy vir jou gestuur het. Dan kan jy net, dan kan jy sien waar dit is. So. Ja, jy sal weer terugkom na jou. Okay, ek sien. Nee, maar dis niks haalstand daar. Geen apps. Okay, en dan gaan we gewoon veel. Precies. Dank je.
As hy, hier is ek met die Fiat Multipla JTD by Elegant Fuel Lepelale. As hy brandstof is vol, dis 'n extra R1000. As jy hierdie brandstof wil koop. Maar ja, gaan ek ry. Eerste rad, dan ons gewoon. En mou dink ek want ek nie my gaan trek. As hy, en dan gaan ek ry by hele, weg by hele Lepelale met Fiat Multipla JTD 1.9 diesel. Prys wat jy geaccepteer sien is nie noodwendig is. Ek is bereid om 'n aanbod te aanvaar. Jy maak die prys en dan praat ons van daar af. Lisensie is op datum tot 31 Mei 2022. Met ander woorde, nog meer as genoeg tyd vir jou om die voertuig op die pad te kan ry. En alles werk. Flikkerligte, die hele ding, koplampe, alles. Groot fout hier is, sy voorste drom, remme, of wat jy dit ook al noem, is gedaan. Dit moet vervang word, en ek gaan nie meer reeds 25.000-30.000 rand in hierdie voertuig bestee, en ek gaan nie nog 'n sent aan hom uitgee. En hier gaan ek nou net 'n e-draai maak.